Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Broadcasting from a leper colony, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, a show where I, Eric Donaldson, wrestling fan of nearly 40 years, introduce one match per episode to my co-host, who has never watched wrestling. We talk about the backstory, we watch the match, and then we rank that match on our ever-growing list. The purpose of the show is to see what happens when someone who's never watched wrestling is introduced to its most notable matches, and without any further ado, my authentically devout co-host, Flying Ryan Murphy.
Yep.
How's it going, Brian?
Very good.
Living without sin, a sinless life.
As I always have.
And he always will, despite all the temptation out there in the world.
There's a little bit of that.
Sins of the flesh. Wrestle with the data. Before we even get into the match here today, just to set the stage here, Ryan, your record is 63 wins, 46 losses, and 3 draws. Unfortunately, you're in a 3-match losing streak. We'll see if we can change that here today. This is our 113th match we have watched on the program thus far.
Yeah, I was trying to see what that is to a baseball season. I think we're getting close.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. How many?
We're about 40 games away, or 40 matches away.
Oh, okay, so give it a couple more years.
Yeah, see what
at our current pace.
Get to 116, you know.
Okay. Yeah, we're... okay, so we're relatively close.
Actually, what you say, I'm 63?
This is 113 is our match here today. So you said...
But how many wins do I have?
63.
Yeah, I wouldn't get there.
You wouldn't get into the playoffs?
No, I wouldn't get to 116.
One
out, yeah.
Is that what you're trying to reach?
2001, yeah.
Yeah, it might take a bit before you reach the hallowed grounds of that.
Okay, noted.
I've got good news and I got bad news for you, Ryan. Let's start with the bad news. I know you've been complaining about a seeming deterioration of match quality lately, and I promised you a ladder match this episode. For reasons that we'll get into shortly, I made the executive decision to bump that to next time.
Nice.
I'll allow you any opportunity that you want to vent.
You said this other one was also a decent match.
I mean, yes. I think that you'll be. I think you'll be pleased. Okay. I don't think that you'll come at me like you motherfucker.
Well, it has been bad.
It hasn't.
The quality has been.
It really hasn't actually been bad. No. It's just been not top 30. As per
definitely hasn't been top 30.
The only because you have a hatred of women. If you weren't such an incel, then that match 100, the episode 100 that we watched, would have been in the top 20 to 30. But that's not my issue. That's your things that you got to work out with your therapist. But now the good news here, Ryan. Just recently, there was a match that was so unbelievably Ryan-coded. That's what the kids say these days. I was compelled to insert it into our lineup immediately. So to set the stage a bit, you recall our recent trip to the beautiful Angel of the Winds Arena for AEW Dynamite, where, among other things, we saw local boy Darby Allin make good and win the AEW World Championship in a shocking squash of Maxwell Jacob.
Quickly.
Very quick. Like, we're talking sub 2 minutes.
Yeah,
very fast. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at Darby Allin. Born in Seattle, Darby quickly established himself as a Mick Foley-esque daredevil. But besides their shared love of wrestling risk-taking, there's not a lot of similarities between the two. Where Mick is a jovial, tooth and ear-missing, Santa-loving everyman, Darby is a brooding, 150-pound soaking wet skater kid. Besides his small stature, probably the most notable element of Darby Allin is his face paint, specifically applied to half of his face. This stems from a real-life incident when Darby, at the age of 5, was riding in a car with his uncle. His uncle had been drinking, got in an accident, and ended up dying. This event, yes, you laughed. Do you want to rescind that laugh? You want to suck that back in?
Yeah, sorry.
So yes, his uncle died in a car accident that the 5-year-old Darby was in the car for at the time. So this event would shape Darby, ending the innocence of his childhood and catapulting him down a dark path with his face paint representing that brush with death. So it's very dark, but admittedly also very emo. But Darby turned heads upon his arrival on the world stage of AEW through a combination of his risk-taking and his reckless abandon with his body. For example, I'm a firm believer that if a certain move is perfected by a certain wrestler, no one else should do it, since everyone else that's going to do it is just going to look like shit in comparison. Darby's suicide dive, which is a move where you dive from the ring headfirst to your opponent on the floor, is, in my mind, the greatest one in wrestling, as he literally throws his entire body at full speed at the other guy. So in many respects, Darby Allin embodies the philosophy of being here for a good time, not a long time, which I'm sure resonates with a man like you and your Alabama golf trips.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
That's my wife, Heather, in the background, for anyone curious. Now, even outside the ring, doing sketches with Tim Robinson, skateboarding with Tony Hawk, and climbing Mount Everest, those things further exemplify that. Well, in the immediate aftermath of that shocking AEW world title victory in Everett, Darby announced that in stark contrast to the previous champion, Darby would be defending the title every single week on television. And these defenses were ridiculous. Week by week, the opponents were getting bigger, they were getting faster, stronger, and you began to see Darby getting chipped away at piece by piece, which leads us to his opponent for the match we'll be watching today, PAC. PAC is a veteran of the ring, at one time probably the greatest high flyer in wrestling, earning the name the man that gravity forgot. While still capable of incredible aerial feats, in recent years, PAC has adopted a more grounded, brutal, punishing style, and with it, a new nickname of the Bastard.
Not Pac-Man.
Not Pac-Man, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay.
No. Although, do you remember Pac-Man Jones from the NFL? Mm-hmm. He wrestled 1 or 2 times.
Oh, okay. So that was taken.
So that was already taken. You can't just infringe on somebody else's thing. But PAC, the Bastard, like Darby, was another guy that was more or less a day one AEW hire. Hailing from Britain, PAC had originally made a name for himself during the indie boom of the late 2000s, 20 teens. After getting snatched up by WWE, he eventually became disillusioned with the lack of upward mobility, as higher-ups refused to see him as anything but a high-flying cruiserweight, which has historically been the kiss of death in the WWE. Upon arriving in AEW, PAC was immediately considered to be a main event talent, although the world title had always eluded him. Since 2020, Darby and PAC had wrestled 3 one-on-one matches, with PAC taking the first 2 and Darby winning the third during his march to the World Championship. So as Darby put out an open challenge each week, PAC would stand up and accept, making him the 4th challenger to Darby's title in only 2 weeks. Where most champions frequently defend their title maybe once a month, Darby was racking up defenses at an incredible pace. So with the match made, today's contest is going to be the 4th one-on-one face-off between these 2 men. But in all likelihood, PAC will not be alone, as he is part of a group called the Death Riders. And it's not another laugh. And guess what? They all died in a car accident, Ryan.
Let's take that back.
Suck that laugh back in, please. And it's not unusual for them to involve themselves in the business of their members. And by now, Ryan, we'll just pretend as if we didn't already have a conversation off air. But now, Ryan, you're probably thinking, this all sounds fine, but why'd we bump the ladder match for this?
Where could this be?
That's a valid question. This match was set to main event a special AEW show known as Fairway to Hell.
Just love it.
The venue? The SoFi Center, which, for anyone unfamiliar, is a 1,500-seat arena in Palm Beach, Florida, that hosts the Tomorrow Golf League, or TGL, which is essentially a high-tech golf course with video screens and a rotating putting green. Definitely one of the more unique venues I've ever seen for a wrestling show, and the ring is set up on the actual golf course itself. Darby versus PAC is set up as being no count out. So expect that they will be walking the grounds a little bit. And just so it's clear, while there is no count out, the match can only still finish inside the ring. So they're welcome to brawl around, but they have to go inside the ring to finish this thing.
I'll probably see it, I assume.
Yeah.
But is the ring, it's a ring shape. It's a square.
It is a wrestling ring on a golf course.
But it's not like the shape of a green.
Correct. So it's the golf course inside the arena with a wrestling ring on top of the golf course.
Okay.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate. I got chocolate in your peanut butter. This is a wrestling ring on the golf course itself. So yeah, it's not a golf themed ring.
A ring
on the golf course.
On the green might have been kind of a good idea.
I think they got it a ring on the green.
Like a shaped like the green. A little bit of a round.
That would have been cumbersome. I think.
Would have been cumbersome.
Yeah.
I think they should wrestle in a kidney-shaped.
Kidney-shaped ring would be nice. But we've got ourselves an AEW World Title match between the champ, local boy Darby Allin, and his challenger, the Bastard, PAC. We're heading to Palm Beach. We're gonna have a golf course, and we're gonna have a scrap. Any questions, sir?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's watch some golf brawl.
Love it.
Just like you did in Alabama.
And another sand trap. And by the looks of things, PAC may suffer a similar fate. Oh! A John Woo running drop kick, and PAC goes into the bunker once again. PAC very cautiously. In midair, crashing and burning his PAC. He wants to throw Darby off the top. My God, no! A fairway. This is it. This has got to be it. 1, 2. My God! Darby Allin's alive! Darby's going to go! Fans are going crazy! Both the drop! 1, 2, 3! My God, he's still the champion!
We're back.
Yeah.
We just watched Darby Allin versus PAC, AEW World Championship in the SoFi Center, the lovely SoFi Center.
The second SoFi Center.
Is it? Oh, there's a
LA stadium, yeah.
That's probably SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, SoFi.
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 What's the South Park thing? SOPA. Please help me, Ryan. You know South Park.
SOPA? I feel like what you're saying is like leaning it.
It's like the part of the fancy, like they rebrand Shitty Walk, and then it's in the part of the fancy part of South Park where it's like SOPA something.
I know what you're talking about. I know the episode, yeah.
All right, somebody help me with this, but if I really feel strong about that reference, I'll just record it over that bit. But
I'll go watch it when I get home, yeah.
There you go. But so we watched that match. Your thoughts, your general thoughts.
I thought it was good.
Okay. Was it to your liking?
Yeah.
Did I redeem myself?
I thought
we'll see the ranking.
Based on the 1 of 2, you might have put in just a golf match to throw in, but it was actually like a really solid. I mean, it was interesting match.
Sure.
Like it had it, but it was good. Like it was.
You can't say like they didn't. Go for it.
Entertaining watch
for sure. There was enough spots in there to make. I mean, from the which we'll get into, but like the hockey fight on the green, there was a variety of moves into the sand bunkers, and then once we got back into the ring, I mean, they kept things interesting with a variety of.
My only complaint. I think they should have done something golf-wise. Like he tackles him in the sand, takes out a sand wedge, and holes it in, like that. I mean, something like that. Or a golf club as a weapon. Just that would be my only touch. But other than that, it was good.
To be fair, I did not watch the whole show. I've only seen this match on this show. I don't know if anyone else on the show used the golf club. So but yes, I agree. You got to use a golf club at the fairway to hell. You can't not do that. But maybe
it's in the promo, it's on the.
Maybe another match scratched that itch. I'm not quite sure. But going to my notes here, we've got the intro video with PAC's narration. He's kind of talking about like, Darby, 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 it's your old friend, the bastard, PAC, and like going through their history. And so you can kind of see like snippets of matches that they've had previously, which I don't know if you caught this or not. Part of me was like afraid that they were going to set the expectations a little too high for this match. Like there was one segment in particular where PAC is pressing Darby above his head, and then he throws him into a table that had been set on fire. And when I remember putting my notes together, I was like, I hope Ryan doesn't think there's going to be fire, because if so, like he's going to be disappointed.
It would have been a little bit of letdown if I'd seen that. Like, yeah.
Because they've had, I mean, it's hard to say like, oh, this is like a standout match of Darby's that's like more violent than the rest. Darby, like pretty much every single match, Darby does something where you're like, holy fucking shit. Even more so than like Mick Foley. Like Mick Foley definitely put his body on the line, but like there was an escalation on pay-per-view. This was just like a TV match.
One of the most insane things I've seen in wrestling was in this match. You know,
the table, the 20-foot or whatever it was.
That is just like a ridiculous stunt to even pull,
for sure.
Like,
yes,
and it wasn't like. You couldn't even look at it and be like, oh, they kind of like soft landed that. No, there's no way to soft land that. That was impossible. Like,
and he missed. And like, honestly, the only way to soft land it is to hit as many tables as possible. And he missed two of the tables. Yeah, it was so yes, for sure. Ridiculous. And like Darby is, I can say this with 100% sincerity. Darby is the craziest wrestler I've ever seen.
So is he like big across like all these divisions, WWE, AEW? Like, is he big right now?
So like he's never wrestled in WWE.
No, I know, but I guess what I'm saying, like across like wrestling fans and across, is he a big name right now? Like,
he's not the biggest name in AEW.
Oh, he's not?
I wouldn't say. Okay. No, I mean, like, so the guy he beat for the title in Everett, MJF, he's probably like of all the homegrown AEW guys, like the guys that came up within that environment, MJF, I think, is the one that most WWE fans look at and be like, oh, I wish he would leave AEW and come to WWE. Like and a lot of that has to do with the fact that like he's a very promo heavy style where like a lot of and like he's a great wrestler. I don't want to, get across like, oh, he's just a promo, but his promos are so good that people like look at him and intrinsically think, oh, he would be great in WWE. And I'm sure he would be, but Darby's style is so extreme that it would almost certainly be toned down in today's WWE. Like they're not doing the same things that they used to do in the 90s. Like if Mick Foley was in that WWE environment now, like they would be toning his style down as well. And so like he's definitely a known entity in the world of wrestling. Like anyone who follows anything outside of WWE knows who Darby Allin is. But like I think everyone just who sees him knows like, oh, okay, his talent would be wasted anywhere but in AEW.
I mean, I just knew a local guy from Seattle when I went to the show, and I was like, this guy's just got to be a local guy.
This scrawny
like kind of a plant, I had no idea. Like he's kind of nuts.
I mean, eventually we'll get to this point. I wasn't really planning on showing a whole lot of Darby Allin, and then sort of the show never had happened, and then this golf thing happened, and I was like, well, fuck, maybe we'll just show a little bit of Darby. But like they paired Sting with Darby. Like Sting had what everyone assumed to be a career-ending injury while he was wrestling in WWE. And like everyone is like, oh, Sting's done. There's no way he's going to wrestle anymore. And then during the pandemic, when they were doing a lot of cinematic style matches, AEW brought Sting in. And the idea at that time was Sting was going to do a lot of cinematic matches. So like that way he doesn't have to take a lot of bumps. He can he can work safely and like they're not going to hurt him, that type of stuff. And eventually Darby got in his ear and was like, dude, you're fucking good. You can just do this. You can just wrestle for real. And Sting, like after some hesitation, was like, fuck it, let's just do it. Sting hit, I will say this as well. Sting's retirement run in AEW is the greatest Legends run of all time.
And that's post 2020.
That's post 2020. That's across WWE. That's across any wrestling company I've ever seen. The reverence and the respect that they gave to Sting was so good. And like, I think in wrestling, it's always been one of those things where people have looked at it and said, if you're a guy who's on the way out, like let's say you're Undertaker, you're The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, whatever. If you're on the way out, the only way to give the rub, to give your sort of energy that you've built up over the past however many decades to the next generation is to have a match and then lose to that other person. So then that way you're kind of giving them whatever overness you've developed over the past few years to them. That Sting run was a completely different way because Sting and Darby were a tag team. And they were undefeated. They never got beat. And they ended up winning the tag team titles. And then they won Sting's retirement match. And then they just vacated the belts. And so instead of guy A beats guy B, and so he retires him, and now I've got all the popularity or whatever of that other guy. Instead, this was a way of kind of Sting transferring his overness to Darby via a totally different way.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I just thought Sting showed up. But that's got, I didn't know they were, did they call themselves anything?
No, they didn't have like an official name or anything like that. But like, I don't think Sting wrestled one-on-one match his entire time in AEW. Every single match he ever had in the company was with Darby.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Yeah.
So like Darby hugely benefited from like, he's attached to Sting, and like Sting has always gone out of his way to basically say Darby was the best tag team partner I ever had in my entire career. And like that spans.
That's got to be a compliment. Like,
oh, for sure. I mean, that's like a 40-year time period.
Yeah,
and so,
I mean, also his little, like, when he gets pumped up and he gets on the side of the ring, to finish, like his, like,
you're talking about Darby now?
Yeah, Darby. Like he just kind of like jolts at it. Like he gets to, like, it's almost like just a kid who's like literally pumped or like I don't know. But it's exciting. Like it brings a little excitement to the.
I mean, we saw it in both.
We did. That's what. Exactly.
I felt the need to go back to the Everett match and watch that. Very quickly.
I love that, and
Gosh, it's so
I don't like his end move that much, but I do love the
coffin drop. Yes.
I mean, it's not that bad. It just
we'll talk about it.
Okay, all right.
We'll talk about it. So we got the opening video narration with PAC. That took a weird. Yeah. We went on a whole tangent there. Nice shot of the putting green before we switch to PAC sitting ominously in a chair surrounded by the fans. I don't know exactly what. I mean, clearly they didn't want people on the green. Obviously, it was fine if the wrestlers were on the green. We'll get into, but like the dispersion of the fans was kind of like interesting how they did it.
Be curious to see how they like handle those greens afterwards. Like
and the bunker.
I mean, were they wearing shoes?
Yeah, they were wearing shoes.
Okay.
Are you not supposed to wear shoes on the green?
They're very sensitive about. I don't know the indoor greens. Maybe they're turf. Maybe they're not. Even
Probably
real.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
They didn't know. I don't know.
You'd think the Tomorrow Golf League would have turf. But I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But so PAC, he makes his entrance. Any thoughts initially about PAC when you first saw
him? Big guy,
not tall, but a big fucking ball of muscle, and he's always been that way. As long as I've ever seen him, he's just been this,
to deal with, like
for sure. From a size disparity, I mean, looking at PAC versus Darby, it's very noticeable.
I mean, you see it throughout the match too, just like.
Yeah,
he just picks him up and throws him around wherever he wants to go, like
pretty much. Darby's entrance, he comes out, he's got the belt in his mouth initially.
Was it in his mouth or his chin? He was carrying it with his teeth. That's got to be a heavy thing. He's got probably like teeth. I
don't know, at least 15, 20, or 15 to ish pounds, give or take.
If I could carry 15 pounds with my teeth.
I bet you could. For like 20 seconds, I bet you could.
Yeah,
I have faith in you.
Maybe I could.
I mean, more faith than I have in you doing a kip up, that's for sure. The bell rings.
2 more weeks.
The bell rings. Darby immediately exits the ring. He ventures out to the green. We know we're starting this thing. PAC doesn't wait. He joins Darby out on the green, and we've got ourselves a hockey fight out on the golf course to begin this match. Again, no count out. So they're welcome to go wherever the fuck they want. There's not going to be any count outs, so they can venture anywhere in the arena, which they would do some more of later. But we've got them exchanging punches. Darby then gets backdropped onto the green itself. And then PAC goes for a suplex. Darby counters, and then he delivers a sunset flip into the sand trap. And I remember asking you, like, because I'm not a big golfer. I haven't stepped foot into very many bunkers. So I asked you, like,
that good.
Yeah, I'm just that good. I keep it on the fairway.
Yeah.
I keep it on the fairway. Yeah. But, like, so you think that the bunkers are actually pretty fucking
I would not want to get slammed into a bunker by any. I would rather get slammed on a wrestling mat. Or a wrestling ring. And I'm not even talking shit right now.
Sure, I know.
I'm just saying the sand would, like, that is pretty packed. It's going to hurt.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, maybe they softened it up because they did some, like, those looked hard.
Right.
But yeah, that's going to hurt.
This is the one time where you have some expert opinions to deliver. Yeah. You're my color commentator here, so I'll defer to you.
We'll take you golfing and we'll, like,
thank you.
Flip you into I don't know if I could.
Wow, what move would I allow you to deliver to me? I'll have to noodle that one over. But so he gets sunset flipped, does PAC, and then he wanders over to a different sand trap. Again, presumably because the way the arena was sort of laid out, it seemed like a lot of the people were in the stands, but the stands are around the golf course, so there's a little bit of separation.
I liked how they did it. And you got to run out to you got to do something in the.
For sure.
Like, you have to. And they did.
Yeah.
And
so they went from one sand trap to the other sand trap just to get. I mean, those people that are in those stands, if you're in the ring, I mean, you could probably see okay, but, like, to give them a little bit more of a show.
Yeah.
They're wandering, to the people. They're bringing it to the people.
I love it.
You got to love it. Darby hits a big drop kick, which sends. And, like, I love sells like this. So instead of just getting bounced backward from the kick, PAC does a backflip into the sand trap to sell getting kicked by Darby, which
yeah.
And then PAC, he manages to get to his feet before Darby does after that. And he hits.
Darby was on the ground, like, complaining a little bit in this match.
Complaining a little bit.
He was.
It wasn't in full force by this point, but, like, one of the main sort of through lines of Darby's title reign was that he was defending the title so often that you could start to see, like, match by match, like,
some wear.
There's some wear on this guy. Like, he's defending it at such a fast, rapid pace that he's starting to, like, show signs he's getting his ass kicked.
That makes some sense. Okay, yeah.
So again, I don't know if that's necessarily what was happening here, but, like, that absolutely became, like, a thing that was playing into the matches. Yeah. Like a few weeks after this, for sure. So it could have been part of that here too. But PAC then throws with a big belly to belly Darby into the sand, and then we've got one of his finishing moves, the brutalizer, into the sand trap. But you can't finish the match in the sand trap, Darby, or excuse me, PAC. You got to get him into the ring. So they eventually, after a gorilla press into the sand, they then get back into the ring, and PAC tries an immediate pinfall, but no such luck. So PAC then removes. There's, like, this weird cover over the chain of the turnbuckle. So it's not the buckle itself, but, like, there's the post and then the buckle, and then there's kind of, like, this part in between. PAC takes a tag rope and ties that to Darby's necklace. And so while that's happening, he's kind of, like, peppering him with boots into the corner and stuff like that before yanking him out with another suplex. Big backdrop to Darby, which kind of, like, makes... Usually when you get backdropped, you land flat on your back. Darby did another, like, half rotation and landed on his, like, face/stomach, which was also... I always enjoy that. PAC gets a big head of steam, starts hitting the ropes a couple times, but before he can actually hit it like a big clothesline or anything, he gets tripped up by Darby. Darby then hits a scorpion death drop, which is a maneuver that he inherited from Sting. And then as he's going to try and capitalize and hit a coffin drop, Ryan's least favorite move in wrestling, Darby gets crotched while climbing up to the top rope, and then PAC lifts Darby up.
Darby got crotched.
Darby got crotched.
He got crotched too? I missed that.
Well, when I say crotched, you might be thinking that I'm talking about a low blow.
I was.
I'm talking about, so getting crotched and
Okay.
Getting crotched in wrestling is when you're standing on the top rope and somebody like sweeps your feet from underneath you and you land like groin first on the top rope. That's like getting crotched.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So that happened. Like PAC basically.
That's a fair move.
It is. I mean, it's technically not illegal because it's just the ring doing it. It's not me.
I gotcha. Yeah.
But like that happens.
Now I feel like I've seen. I got a highlight reel like in my head of like that specific. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But probably the first, like outside of the bunker stuff, which is like notable, but like the first really big move of the match is PAC picks up Darby on the top rope and then. It's called the Falcon Arrow, but he basically suplexes him, slams him, and like you just see Darby just bounce off the fucking ring, and like it could be legit, it could not, it could just be really good selling, I don't know, but like immediately grabs his hip and is like, fuck.
I don't know if this is where we're at, but like I did look like PAC was a little bit like shaky on the top of the ring, like he was.
We're getting to that point, so that's like the next thing basically. So he hits him with the Falcon Arrow. And then Darby rolls to the floor to buy himself some time. Again, he's still nursing his hip. While that's happening, PAC grabs a table, puts Darby up on the table. PAC climbs up to the top rope. And as you mentioned, he's very wobbly. Now, is that wobbliness legitimate? Is that wobbliness a way to sell the fact that he took too long and so Darby has a chance to move from the table?
Good questions. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Like
that's the beauty of wrestling.
I'm surprised when I watch wrestlers get up there.
Yeah.
They're always like hella slick with it, you know?
Yes.
Like they always, it's so, and I'm like, I'd be like, my legs are like shake, but like this is the only time I've seen like someone like get up there and like, maybe not the only time, but like, he's a little shaky. I was, you know. But
PAC,
you're right. Maybe he was
PAC
buying
does that
time.
a lot,
Okay.
and like I don't know if that's part of like this builds like this adds to the realism of this situation, or if it's just like he's a shaky guy. I don't know, but this does tend to happen for a lot of PAC. Like when he's going to the top rope, hitting a big flipping maneuver. This happens quite a bit, but he goes for a shooting star press, which is like a front flip essentially from the top rope of the ring. Outside of the floor to try and hit Darby on a table, but because of the aforementioned wobbliness, Darby moves, and so we've got just a bare table.
But another great hit on that table. Like it wasn't even he moved, but like that was a great table shot
for sure.
It was another good table shot. Like,
and I mean, there's a lot of matches that we've seen where like just that one thing happening would have been like, oh shit, wow, that's the highlight of this whole fucking match. That was not the highlight of this match, but it was definitely a notable moment. But Darby then puts PAC back in the ring. He goes for the Scorpion Deathlock, but PAC he teases like he's going to tap out, but makes it to the rope. PAC then, after that exchange, he's like, okay, I need some help. He starts waving to the back. He's trying to get some reinforcements, and the Death Riders. So it's not all of them, but we've got Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir all emerge from the back.
I mean, I like how this played out here.
With the waving into the because they were doing the manual work of like setting up all the tables while the match
they didn't really interfere with the match.
Sure.
But they did kind of interfere with the match.
Yes.
You know, like they had a role, but it wasn't like it didn't annoy what was going on. You know, it wasn't like sometimes they come in and they ruin a lot of shit, you know.
Sure, for sure.
But not this time. He kind of even waved him up, but he had his team do what they needed to do, you know. Like
That's true.
The Death Riders, I'd ride to the death with those guys. You know? Like,
I'll see if you can get a training session with those boys. But yeah, because the match was only no count out and not no disqualification, you had to be somewhat tactical in like how those guys did stuff. So they could never get physically involved necessarily, but they could kind of like be doing things on the tertiary outside of the ring. That
I forgot because I think I had called it right before this, and then I forgot about those guys.
Oh right, yes, that is true. Yes,
like,
you called it.
They're gonna like.
Well, I think when they showed up, you're like, oh, this is good for me.
It is good for me, but it's like I've seen those go wrong too, you know.
Yes.
And you know, but yeah, that was a good way to play it.
But yeah, as the Death Riders arrive, Darby gets distracted. PAC uses the opportunity to cheap shot Darby, and then we start getting tables set up. And so there were 4 tables set up in total. It was a 2x2. It was a square of tables, which will come into play later in the match. You never have a table set up without using it. Chekhov's table.
Have you ever set up a card house?
I don't think that I have.
It reminded me a lot of that. You set the kind of the teepees up.
Yeah. Right. I know. I can picture
and then
what
you lay some flat
Yes.
cards on top, and then you next track. Like, it just reminded me a lot of a card house.
I can see that.
They
Yeah.
set it
I
up,
mean,
yeah.
not a ton of complexity with 4, but like to be
It was
honest,
a table too. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There's nothing. It's not impossible that we've seen this before. I can't think of a match where we saw like a table stack,
A dual
table stack like that before. But again, I could be wrong. But so at this point, PAC climbs onto the stairs while holding up Darby. And then delivers a tombstone on top of the stairs, which again, like I remember you looked immediately at me after this, and like Darby's head was nowhere close to the stairs themselves.
Well, it was the announcers who tried to really sell it, and you saw the whole thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was like you said, if they cut the camera, I might be like, oh damn, like, but like, that was a horrible.
The camera shot very clearly showed like Darby's head was
foot
nowhere
off the ground. Like,
yeah, no, he was in no peril, but like. Again, I don't think that's a fault of PAC. I think they just should have like cut the camera, different angle, something like that to make it.
It'll all be forgiven here in a second.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, that's probably the most like the biggest thing you can complain about. And again, I can't complain about it that much just because like it's a fucking tombstone pile driver. You're really gonna like try and like really
I do,
look
but
good
I
that
think
much.
We'll say with wrestling, one of the things that they do really well is like they do those moves and they look insane. Like I'm like that snapped a neck. But they really just got him on the top of the head.
Yes.
And it's great. That was just an awful one, like, or like I don't know, but
sure.
Like I said, forgiven, but like
begrudgingly forgiven.
Yeah.
So at this point, he hit a tombstone, the best looking tombstone of all time, on the stairs. PAC now considers throwing Darby inside the ring, but instead he sees those tables, and I mean the allure of 4 tables. You can't walk away from that. So then PAC, he hoists Darby up onto his shoulders, starts walking back through the entranceway. He throws Darby headfirst in the wall. They go up. There's some kids that he tries to scare and eat. And then they brawl upstairs eventually. And then they make their way to basically the kind of the second floor of this arena, overlooking where all the tables are set up. And so then there's a little bit of back and forth. So yeah, Darby starts fighting back. Both men are teetering. Like, it's unclear at this point. Somebody's probably going through these tables. Although you had some doubts. You actually didn't think either guy was going through tables.
Absolutely not.
That would be quite the blue balls.
Oh, 100%.
To set up those tables and then walk it back. Like, no.
I've gotten blue balls from wrestling so many times. Like I was 100, especially with this match. I was like, it's at a golf. Like indoor. There's no way they're gonna do anything insane, and yeah. So I was fully expecting.
Tiger Woods would never. Tiger Woods would never. But they're teetering. Like, who's going to be the one to go through? Darby starts like using the claw, like clawing at PAC's back, which I mean we know Ryan's into, but PAC didn't seem to be into it all that much. But Marina Shafir, one of the Death Riders, she starts distracting the ref, and then PAC takes that opportunity because again, it's not no disqualification, so you cannot just hit guys in the balls. So while Marina has the referee distracted, PAC takes that opportunity, hits Darby in the nuts, and then with Darby stunned from that, he then throws Darby off of the balcony, and Darby misses the front, like the tables closest to him, so totally misses those, and basically goes through and lands, look like hip first, through the other 2 tables and onto the ground.
I wonder what the padding situation underneath those was, because that is even regardless, that's a drop. That what 20 feet, like second story.
My estimate would be between 15 and 20 easily.
Crazy,
without exaggeration. And like you hear about 20-foot drops all the time in wrestling, and most of them are fucking not. That was a legit 15 to 20.
I mean, just go to any stadium and like go to the first.
Yeah,
and that's your vantage point, and like I mean, and he shattered those 2 tables beautifully too. Mm-hmm. Like, just gorgeous move right there. Like,
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. I was my only, and it's not I get you're not putting two people through that, but like if he had body slammed him through that would have been the most insane thing I've ever seen in wrestling.
That would have been good.
This was good, but that was
it's just room for improvement. So PAC, because he does not follow Darby down
he runs
through the
all the way
tables,
back.
he runs down the stairs, rushes over, throws Darby into the ring. 1, 2, almost a 3. Darby kicks out, and the Death Riders are all shocked. They're looking at each other like, well, that should have fucking killed him. But, okay, plan B. The tables did not kill this young boy. What else can we do? A chair gets thrown in. So the referee is dealing, like, he's like, this isn't a no disqualification match. You can't fucking have chairs. So the referee picks up the chair and is discarding it out of the ring. While that's happening, Marina Shafir, again, one of the Death Riders, she grabs the AEW Championship belt and she slides it into the ring for PAC to grab. PAC grabs it. Darby pops to his feet. He's pissed. And so and because again, the referee's still distracted by the Death Riders in the chair and all that shit, he gets kicked in the nuts. And then he gets hit in the face with the title belt. And while he's like down on the ground stunned, Darby climbs up to the top rope, hits the coffin drop, which is it's like a reverse splash. He basically just crosses his hands in front of his chest and just dives backwards at his opponent and lands just full body weight on them. And so hits him with the coffin drop, pins, wins, end of the match, and a successful victory for you.
Yeah, no, I was going all hard there for a second, but like there was a point where I was like, this is going to. I had it right.
You broke your 3-match losing streak.
Yeah, it's exciting.
With local boy Darby Allin.
I need to go 40-0 these next.
Is that the goal?
Yeah.
I think you got really good odds at it. Yeah. Considering the ladder match next time is a 6-person ladder match, I think you got really great odds of doing that. So you got that to look forward to. But that's the match. Any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
It was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Would you like the cage match ranking, which is the IMDb of wrestling?
Yeah.
Would you like that now or after you rank it?
I kind of ish know where I'm going to put it, so you can...
8.45.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Is that stronger, or is that like, is it 8.4 pretty good rating for them?
For what do you mean them?
Like, who's voting on this?
People and
okay,
viewers.
So but is that? Do you typically get a lot of 9s? I guess.
I mean,
or is that
in the grand scope of wrestling? Sure, but it's not like they're giving 9s out to everything. I think 8.45 is probably fair. Yeah. Just because, I mean, again, like you said, and like there's reasons for it, but it wasn't like a super hot crowd that was just like going apeshit over everything. And like there's things you could pick apart, but I think it's very, very good. Is it like one of the greatest matches of all fucking time? Probably not, but it was like it was fun. And there was definitely a lot you could appreciate, but I don't think that it not getting a 9 is unfair personally.
I mean,
I just hope it's in the top 30 so I can.
It is. It's gonna go. It's gonna go great.
Okay,
but I'm trying to figure out like. I don't know if I want to put it above Hulk Hogan versus Vince McMahon.
Do you remember anything about that?
I mean, I have to imagine it was pretty solid match for me to put it there.
Because of your dislike of Hulk Hogan.
And you had a Vince McMahon match too. Like
I think there was on the subject of heart picks. So that Hulk Hogan Vince McMahon match was the very first match that we ever saw that emanated from Seattle. That was at Safeco Field.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That was like one of the last matches we watched before Evelyn was born.
Yeah.
But it was admittedly like a very, 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 very good match. Like I don't think I think the spot that you put it in is completely fair. Yeah. Was this match better than that? I think you could make the argument. I think from an action standpoint, it probably was. From an emotional standpoint, like, does Darby Allin and PAC have the same cachet as Vince McMahon?
That's what
Hulk?
I'm saying. Like,
probably not.
I'm gonna put it the new 25.
Okay.
So just right. Wait, does that bump it? Oh wait.
No, that's below.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's below
I'm looking
Hulk.
at the. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just the 25.
Okay, so this is above Will Ospreay versus Ricochet, but below Hulk Hogan versus Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
A new 25. Let me make a quick note to myself. Oh gosh. Okay, where am I going to put this thing? Let's find out. Honestly, I had a fear like that you weren't going to like it as much.
No, it was really
as you
good.
did.
I was surprised too when I thought it was gonna be pretty gimmicky.
Oh, because of the golf course element?
Yeah.
Especially when you saw like the layout initially.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 25?
Yeah.
What's my 25? Tony Storm versus Mariah May. I don't think it's as good as that, but I like this match quite a bit. Rock versus Hogan, no. Let me jump. What's 30? Mankind versus The Rock, I quit. No. What's 35? Shawn Michaels versus Triple H Street Fight. No.
Oh, damn. Getting sucked.
I'm still in great. I'm still in the great section, by the way. Like, I think this was either high good to low great. But, yeah, let's see here. Elimination Chamber, which we watched fairly recently. I might put it directly above the match that you just put.
Oh, really?
It directly above.
That's in your great?
That's still in my great. So this, I think, for me is going to be... No, I might just put it below that. I'm going to put this my new 40. So I'm going to say this is just under Will Ospreay versus Ricochet, but right above Rockers versus Brainbusters.
That's where I put it too, right? Or just as far as, was it Will Ospreay? Was it the same match?
You put it right above Ospreay. I put it just below Ospreay.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, new 40 for me, which again, for me is still great. So don't think that I hated this match. I loved this match, but I have to be.
That was a quality match,
Very quality.
Yeah.
And we still got the ladder match coming up next time. For real.
I love a ladder match.
I can't imagine there's anything that would force me to bump the ladder match again, but we'll see how it goes. But you know what, Ryan? You got to eat some Chick-fil-A. You're wasting away over here. Jeez. Your feet are just losing their glistening moment by moment.
People need to try this chicken sandwich.
What is it again? It's chicken bacon
it's like
ranch.
A jalapeno ranch.
Wow.
It's just it's insane. So
you're making me a believer here.
Eric's wisdom tree.
There's one listener in particular who I know is going to like either roll his eyes or like laugh at me or whatever, who will be coming camping. He knows who he is. But I'll say this regardless. Some power buttons, if you've noticed, Ryan, have a straight line. Do you know what that straight line signifies? A lot of times it's
usually
on those
they have like
the power strips.
They have
there's a circle and then there's a straight
yeah.
line. Have you ever understood the difference between those?
You're talking about like a flip.
Yeah. It's like a switch.
No, is it something? No, I'm sure it's something to do with like electrical, like engineering.
It is. So the straight line means, hey, the pulse of electricity is going straight through, which means it's on, and then off is like a circle, which means that the electricity is not coming through. So the circles.
Closed circuit.
This is like the dumbest possible explained. Like I'm explaining like I'm 2, not even 5. But like the circle's like, this is stopping the electricity here. What are we doing? Why can't we just say on off? Like, why do we have to have fucking straight lines and circles?
Because we were a real country back in the day. All right? We understood things, Like
I'm just sick of like I know this now.
These are things that like these are not. You don't have to get in depth with electrical engineering. That's a hard subject, right?
Right.
But like you should know some basic shit about like voltage and wattage. I don't.
Okay.
But like
the royal you.
We should.
As a society.
Yeah, we should understand some like basic concepts. I think, I
don't think there's anything inherently wrong.
We're getting dumber. Like on off, you want on off instead of like something that means something.
Like imagine there's a scenario where you're waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. And you need to fucking figure like something needs to change with your power strip.
Right, and there's only 2 options.
And there's 2 options: a straight line and a circle.
And one's already on, so like it's gonna be really tough, Eric. Like,
I'm just saying we don't need to make this fucking more complicated than it already is.
Seems pretty fucking simple so far. Like,
what? You didn't even know what it meant.
I didn't, but like. It's just I'm tired of the dumbing down of our goddamn like society this much. Like, all right, I did not know that what you just said. But that's a cool little thing, And I respect us a little bit more for having that still on there. If we go on off, I'm just gonna assume we're gonna need like colors.
So I think I have one power strip where because there's usually a light.
Yeah.
and the light turns on and off. I think I have an old power, which I mean, okay, fucking, I acknowledge. You shouldn't fucking replace the power strip, Eric. I know I fucking should. But take that aside, I have one power strip, I think, where the light just doesn't turn on anymore. Like the bulb went out, whatever. And so now the only way for me to know if it's on or off is
If it's on or off.
if I know that the straight line means on, which is again ridiculous. Versus a circle, and there's no inherent.
How often are you switching these on and off? Like mine stays pretty much on all the time.
It was just when I was setting it up originally, Ryan. It's just when I was setting it up originally. Like, how do I know if it's fucking on? Like a circle to me means okay, it could be on.
Yeah, okay.
That's like a light.
Yeah.
A circle is like a light. A straight line could just as easily mean off as a circle could.
Understood, but now you learn something. And now you know a little bit more, you know?
I don't like you. I don't like this. I like it when you really like the things that I say. I don't like it when you don't like the things I say.
Not passionate about it, but I love the idea of us. Hey, what's the circle and straight line? I never thought about that, but now that you said it, I kind of like it.
You don't strike me as a man who likes learning.
Not really, but I just think we should be better, you know? We should strive for more
Just
excellence.
like Melania says. I don't really care, do you? Isn't that another Melania thing?
Did you watch her movie or something? I don't know. I don't know what it's coming from. No,
you're not familiar with Melania's body of work? A great body of work.
I didn't say anything.
You don't even know about it. She showed up. It was like, and I'm not going to get into details because I don't remember the details. I just know the very broad strokes. But she showed up. There was like a natural disaster or some sort of like major incident in some pocket of, I think, the United States, I'm pretty sure. And she showed up wearing like a jacket that says, "I don't care, do you?" And like, just the disparity between these two
coal mining accident,
right? Like a coal mining, or like a fucking hurricane.
Right,
I don't care. Do you?
Yeah.
And so like she claimed ignorance, which like knowing the source, sure, it probably was ignorance, but just the idea of her doing that was totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways, and that's my Melania take on the day. Yeah. Great body of work.
I'll try to bring one next time.
Thank you. Yes. No, we need to. Maybe next time we'll review a video that she's made or something like that instead of a wrestling match. I don't know, but I think that was a good wisdom tree. I'm looking through the rest. I feel like this is good. That's it. Next time, I promise the ladder match is coming. We'll see what else comes. You're going to be in Mill Creek by the time we do this again, probably, right?
Yeah, I think I'll be back in Mill Creek.
We didn't even talk about that, but
it's not that exciting.
I mean, it's very difficult to move from one studio apartment to. Is this a one bedroom or?
Well, yeah. I mean, I live in a one. Well, ish.
You live in a studio. What are you moving?
It's got a short wall, Eric. But it's a full it's full place. So
what are you moving to though? Is it a one bedroom?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or is it a studio?
No, it's a full. It's got a kitchen bar too.
What is that?
It's like an island that's attached to a wall, so it's got the full nice. It's nice. Is
this a new apartment complex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's they almost look like condos, but you rent them. Mm-hmm. You don't own any land or you don't own anything. But
right.
But
this is the last stop before Wisconsin.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. I look forward.
All my friends are leaving, so I got.
Even the polygamist.
Which one's that?
The polygamy's way better in Oklahoma. We just got to go.
You can find me in Oklahoma.
You've always struck me as a panhandle man.
Yeah. Florida?
No, I don't know. Isn't Oklahoma is the shape of a literal?
Oh, an actual panhandle.
Pan and a panhandle. Yeah.
I do really well there.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah.
Anyhow, we'll be back. We're good times abound. Thank you very much for listening. What's the thing I say at the end? I never remember anymore. My brain's
stay hard.
Thank you so much. If you're not hard, get hard.
Is that how it goes? Okay. I think it is.
If you're not hard, get hard. Yeah. Once you get hard, stay hard. That's all, folks.
You lost me there for a second. I was confused too. Eric just knows what he's doing. I'm lost. I've gotten blue balls from wrestling so many times.